Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast with Seth Skinner and Jake Jones.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Seth from Clear Shots, and today you're going to listen to episode 54 with our old pal, Vinnie.
Don't give him clear shot. Don't give him clear shot. Don't give him clear shot. Don't give him clear shot.
All right, so we were talking about vapes.
Vaping.
Vinny had some questions.
Oh, yeah, he's a noob.
Yeah, he's a new member of the podcast. We've talked about him before, but we don't show him those episodes.
No, I never watch a podcast, so I wouldn't know.
He walked in, he's like, "What's a podcast?" I thought we were gonna go to the Apple store.
I thought you meant pods, like a whale pod, a pod of whales.
Yeah, like
Is that what the plural is for whales? A pod?
A pod, yeah. A pod
Like
of
a
whales.
murder of crows?
I have no idea.
Or like a...
I really couldn't tell you because I'm not that, like, I don't look into whales that much, I guess.
Which is funny because we do look into marine life quite a bit.
I do like the whale watch.
What's
at
funny
Walmart, actually.
What's funny is the only time I learn about whales is on here, like when Cass is on.
Yeah,
Like if Cass
that's
is
a
here.
good point. We did whale watch.
Free Willy.
I learned like a year's worth of whales shit just from Cass being here. Like that's basically what it is.
What can you tell me about whales now that you...
I don't remember. Cass.
Right.
I do remember. They can actually communicate
Well, they can.
hundreds
They
of
go,
miles away.
Yeah. Dory from
Yeah,
Nemo
yeah.
actually knows how to speak whale.
Yeah, they can communicate from hundreds of miles away with these frequencies. But the problem is that there's so many boats in the water, it messes with the sounds they can hear.
Well, I imagine a lot of it has to do with like pollution and shit. All that shit that's in the
plastic
water.
waste.
has
You get
to-
oil in that fucking blowhole and
Yeah,
everything
Don't-
goes awry.
it's funny. They don't know not to get oil in their blowholes. You know what I mean? It's weird. You would
Just
think
gotta
they would
blow
get
it out.
Yeah, you'd think they would get an idea of what's going on with that.
Swim beneath the oil.
But yeah, so you were asking us the difference
Yeah,
between all the
yeah.
vapes.
Well, okay, what do you get from what is the benefit of vaping for you? Do you really feel calmer vaping? Does it
No, it
relieve
stresses me
stress?
out, dude.
It stresses you
Yeah,
out.
I only do it because I like to feel anxious. No, I do it because
It's an oral
As you-
cessation, I
it's
guess,
an-
is
it's
how
an-
is a helpful
yeah, it's like
thing.
an oral fixation. But I'm also I smoked cigarettes for like 8 years,
Right,
and I don't want to smoke cigarettes anymore.
Well, it has nicotine in it.
Yes, it does.
right.
So
But it doesn't have
all the
like
rest
the
of it.
tar.
The tar.
There's way less tar.
The
The tar, the fiberglass. That's a big thing. You want
The
to have like
asbestos.
you want to have like the minimum.
Asbestosis.
You want to have the least amount of fiberglass.
You want to cut down on fiberglass.
I'm trying, I switch at 2%.
The daily value of fiberglass in my system was way too high until
Yeah.
I quit smoking.
I think the recommended value is pretty low.
It's probably close to 0. And I definitely was at like at least 1. I had 1 fiberglass in my system.
At least one fiberglass, yeah.
I think everyone's got a little bit
A
of
Right.
fiberglass.
I mean, it happens. It's bound to happen one way or another.
Whether you like it or not, you have fiberglass.
Right, yeah. But
Back to
there's-
vaping.
the thing is, like, there's a lot of people that will use it to get off of cigarettes. And I see a lot of that shit on the subreddit for, like, there's like an electronic cigarette subreddit.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like, will say how much it helped them get off of cigarettes, which it does. But it's a matter
But it
of...
gets you onto vaping.
But you can also, with vaping, you can go, I'm using 12 milligrams of nicotine. I'm going to drop it down to 6 next year, or drop it down to 3 or whatever. And then eventually you're using none, and it's just the oral fixation.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can cut it out completely. If
then you can
want.
just start chewing gum. That's
Yeah,
what my dad
that
does.
works
My
too.
dad quit. My dad smoked like his whole life, but he quit when I was born.
My
But
boss
he
out
just
at the
chews
plant
gum all the time.
Yeah, my boss at the plant was always chewing gum because he used to because he couldn't smoke on the job or whatever, So it definitely helps because it keeps you doing something.
But if say you don't smoke cigarettes, because there's a lot of people out there that never smoke cigarettes, but
Right.
they vape. Is there like a benefit to vaping, like because of the nicotine? Do you Like if you're a nervous person,
Nicotine-
it calms you down. It like
It's
makes you
considered
feel.
a nootropic.
Yeah. Nicotine definitely has cognitive benefits, but they're minimal. I mean, it's fucking
Yeah,
It's more of just a
helps you think clear. It's sort of it's a stimulant, just like caffeine is, but it's definitely short term.
right. Like some
Right.
people chew, some
Yeah.
people whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we talked about, when did we talk about chew? Was that when Cass was on?
It could have been.
We talked about people that gut it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
See,
Might
I've
have been.
I've had numerous times people try to get me to chew,
Yeah.
and I refuse every.
You're just you look like a guy that chews. You gotta
I look like the chewing kind of guy.
you got a truck. So.
My teeth don't. My teeth
You have
don't
the
look
lipper.
like it.
You have like the lip, the
Ugh.
same style lip. Yeah.
I have the good lip. I could put a good lipper in.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
fat lip.
Yeah,
I just
feel
don't like it. Like I don't know. It's like.
Have you
get
tried it?
Yeah, like probably
what-
twice or something.
So
but-
your first time, you probably want to throw up, right?
No, you don't. I feel like if you swallow it, yeah, you're gonna feel sick as fuck. But if
That's
you're,
what I used to do.
it's just you're gonna get a huge nicotine buzz.
Yeah.
A really huge nicotine. You're gonna get dizzy as fuck, and if you don't take in a lot of nicotine, you're probably not gonna be used to it.
Right.
Yeah, there was a story I wanted to tell. When
Like if you've never done any of
Yeah.
it before, and you just put a lipper in, like a giant fucking one, you're gonna probably fall over.
last time we were talking about it, I was talking about how when I was at Novellus, they have smoking areas, but you can also chew anywhere because you could just spit it on the floor. If
Yeah,
there
at
was
the
no
plant,
seat.
everyone
Yeah.
was
You know
chewing.
what I mean?
Because there was no, it was like you couldn't bring cigarettes in through the security thing.
Right.
But I remember there was a kid that was on my crew. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm still friends with him, and I'm not sure if he listens to
Actually,
it.
I think you could bring cigarettes in.
You could bring cigarettes to Novellus, yeah, but you can't bring a regular lighter in. It
I mean,
has to
yeah,
be,
there's certain
yeah.
areas you
has
can-
to be an electric lighter.
There's
or
designated
a
smoking areas, yeah.
Zippo, but there was a kid that, he smoked, but he wanted to chew with the rest of us, and me and two of the other guys in my crew chewed snus, which is like it's chew, but it's in pouches.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yo.
So I handed him a tin of snus, and he took out 3 pouches
And just shoved them
because
right
he
in
thought
there.
you were supposed to line up your whole lip.
Right.
Literally put all 3 pouches in and was walking with us to like the cafeteria, or we were leaving the cafeteria, so we were going back to the shipping office. Fucking collapsed. Like,
Really?
yeah, dude. I mean, because one pouch.
It's going to give you, the thing is, nicotine is like a high level of nicotine,
Bless you.
especially when you haven't done it, is going to make you really dizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to feel good.
Like if I haven't, like there was a few times, there was one time in particular where I worked like a 14-hour 13-hour shift at the nursing home. Like I worked like 7 in the morning until like 8:30 at night. Didn't have my vape with me, didn't smoke cigarettes the whole time. Mind you, this is 50 milligrams, so this is like just as much, I think a little more nicotine than a normal cigarette would have. I get home, shower. 50 milligrams, yeah.
And the pods aren't big either. So
No,
like,
they're only 1
that's-
milliliter.
That has to be loaded, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fucking, I remember laying in bed and I was just chiefing the shit out of it. I had the cucumber flavor that I would just fucking vape like it was candy because it was so good. And I just remember not even being able to, I couldn't close my eyes, but I couldn't keep them open. You know when you get like that? When you're like fucked up and you can't close your eyes, but you can't keep them open? You can't focus on anything? Like, I got the spins off of nicotine.
Yeah, you had the
basically.
blurred lines. You're like, fucking.
Yeah, dude. Robin Thicke was there.
Robin
like,
Thicke was
throwing his
there.
junk in my face and shit.
Yeah.
Smiley Cyrus is grinding on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
See, the thing was like,
I shat myself.
I was smoking
Easily.
cigarettes, but like, I only smoked until I stopped getting like a buzz from it. Like at a certain point, I was like, well, what the fuck am I doing this for? It's not even doing anything
Yeah.
to me anymore. So I just stopped doing it. I never felt the nicotine like addiction, like that everybody talks about how intense it is.
Like you
Yeah.
couldn't, like a lot of people, like they're like, I can't quit.
Like I've taken
Where you could just
like
stop.
weeks off of nicotine completely, but
Right.
it's like I'm not like craving it that badly.
But you're like,
sure,
hey, yeah, fuck it, I'll try it again, or I'll,
right.
you know.
I mean, with vaping, I was just like, well, fuck it, I can do that anywhere, and it's cheap. Fuck it. I mean, like it's something
cheap.
Yeah, cheap. Cheap. But no, I mean I think a lot of people get into it even if they haven't smoked cigarettes.
A big thing, like
That's
Right.
not really that good.
one of my friends does that. He's like big into tinkering, and he makes his own vapes.
right.
Tinker Toys.
Marty
Well, that's
Jensen?
fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Marty builds his own vapes. I think he smokes cigarettes, but yeah, like he's into it. Like at least as far as I can remember, was into it because he would tinker
Rebuilding
and build his
coils
own
and things.
coils and build his own vapes.
yeah.
There's a couple other people I know that like they can cast metal and stuff, and they build their own. And they sell them like mechanical mods.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that will blow up.
Right. Yeah.
Like that's the other
Yeah.
thing too, is that like I remember one of my
we get this bad rap, you know.
Well, the
like
thing
vapes
is,
blow up, but how many vapes really blow up?
It's not really vapes that explode. It's
the battery.
Yes, it's people that don't take care of their batteries. Like if your batteries are wrapped, like I have I'm gonna try and take these out. We're gonna blow up.
Let's see if we can get one to blow up today.
Let's see if we can experiment with this real quick.
Let's put the Mythbusters to the test.
But they're like there's wrapping on these batteries. They're 18650 batteries, and if the wrapping is damaged and they hit each other or fucking they're
we have a little
jiggling
pop
around
doggy.
in your
We got
pocket,
a little pop doggy here.
that's when the problem's at. Yeah,
About
you
to
can't
blow
have
up.
pop doggies.
Well, half. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, people carry a spare set of batteries because they're stupid.
Yeah.
They'll carry a spare set of batteries in their pocket and it'll set on fire. It's like, don't do that. Like, I have little sleeves for them.
Yeah,
I have a spare set. Yeah, they're like right under that side. And I always have them in the sleeve if they're not charging.
So if you don't want your vape to blow up,
just don't be a retard.
just don't carry an extra battery with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Take care of your actual fucking vape.
And they're pretty big batteries, so those will last me 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they're fucking dying.
And then what do you do?
every
You have
5
to.
hours.
There's a charger you
I have
actually
a
plug it into.
External charger, yeah.
All right.
And then that one charges while they're in it, right? Because that's what mine used
You
to do.
can, yes. It's not really that great for it to do that, but you're probably better off getting an external charger. But the bottom line is those 18650s are designed for products that have them built into them. So, like, you're buying them off of a battery website specifically for batteries.
Right.
So, like, mostly your like manufacturers are buying from them and putting them in their products. These are one of the only things that, like, you're using those for. Like,
hobby.
you're throwing them in like willy-nilly. But it's not, it's as long as you're safe with them, you're fine. It's just people are stupid.
Yeah, I had a relative, fucking Kiss Tuesday at my grandma's. One of my uncles was bitching to me about vaping. It's like, you know what's in that stuff that you're inhaling? Nicotine and
Vegetable glycerin.
oil or vegetable glycerin and like sugar byproducts.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that does to your lungs? Maybe 5%, if that, 1% of the damage that cigarettes would be doing. Yeah, but at least you know what's in your cigarettes. No, I don't.
Well, okay. So
I have paint thinner in my cigarettes.
I just don't like when people say that it's wicked bad and then they
Yeah.
go out and drink a bunch of alcohol or they fucking
Or they drink and drive like that particular uncle.
Yeah, it's like
when you get the on the news story, you know, you get the headlines that vaping's bad. Oh, this just in, news breaking story. We've found out this about vaping, or we've, you know, the exploding vaping, fucking whatever.
yeah.
Is that just, you know, I mean, cigarettes, you got Marlboro, you got Camel.
Certainly
Right.
the tobacco companies don't want it. It's
Right,
definitely
they don't
taking
want
away.
vaping. So are they paying for these ads or these
are.
news stories even?
The Truth
They're
campaign is paid for by the tobacco companies.
Right. You get all these bad raps about, oh, well, vaping.
I think I talked about Truth once on here.
With Z.
They basically they're basically required to run anti-smoking ads. So what they do is they run anti-vaping ads because they're anti-smoking ads,
It's still
but they're-
technically
they're-
smoking,
yes.
but it's, yeah.
but they're helping their own company at the same time.
Yeah, they're the ones that have the anti-hookah ads, anti-cigar
Yeah,
ads.
yeah.
You don't ever see anti-cigarette ads.
right.
Right.
You
right.
see-
It's always anti-vaping or anti-hookah or some
Yeah,
stupid
what
shit.
was the one that was like, it had the fake YouTube video of like hookah time, bro time, and it was those 3 dudes in the wife beaters dancing while they were hookahing.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. That
I'll
sounds-
show it to you on the break. It's
Jesus.
so fucking
But it's
stupid.
funny that you don't see anti-smoking ads anymore because now they can just talk shit about vaping, which helps them, and it fulfills their contract, basically.
Which is really stupid because if I was a tobacco company personified,
right.
I would put tons of money into vaping.
Yeah, that's
Some
the
of
thing
these
is
bigger
like you would have.
companies, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like Marlboro would fucking just go, "Hey, here's our vape. Like check this out."
Right. Why don't they come up with their own vape and still sell cigarettes?
Yeah.
Because, come on, it's a win-win for
Yeah.
them.
There's no. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Because I know a lot of people that want to quit smoking, but they can't go to vaping for whatever reason.
Yeah, and it's like Marlboro has the money to buy out Juul or something.
Oh, for sure.
You know? It's like if they wanted to, they could buy it and just have that fucking stranglehold. But what's weird is those pod devices are getting super big because they have that tight pull, like a cigarette.
That's why I like it.
Yeah. Vinny's like exploding that microphone right now. Yeah, but they do have that. Like they have that mouth to lung thing that you get from cigarettes, whereas like with vapes, you just take a giant direct lung hit, which is kind of why I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was only $25, and the coil that you have in it changes what hit you get. So you can do a direct lung thing and have it be like a cigarette, or you can have a wider thing and have it basically just be a smaller version of what I use already.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, for me, like I tried that, and it's smooth.
And you're high as shit right now.
And, yeah, easily. With just one hit. No. But
Have you tried this one?
what flavor is that one?
It's tobacco.
Okay.
Pipe tobacco.
Pipe tobacco. That's the flavor? Pipe tobacco.
The cigarette like flavors
So what do you have to
never.
use?
You just inhale it.
You just inhale.
Be careful.
And this is a Juul.
Yep.
So this is the one they banned certain flavors on.
Yep. Yeah, you
Because
can't,
little
you
kids
can go.
are,
Yeah, because
you know.
kids pay people like me
Yeah.
to buy them. Not me specifically.
No, you specifically.
Me
I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why Juul got so big so fast.
high
It's
school.
weird. But it's weird because there was a bunch of different pod devices out. Like,
Yeah, like Zamaya and I were talking about the.
it just
X-Fire.
happened to be like the one that blew up, which is kind of odd to me.
Memes. It had to be memes.
Yeah,
Plus,
maybe.
the Juul is way cheaper than the other pod devices. The X-Fire, I think, was twice the price of
How
a
much
Juul.
is that?
This was like $16 or $18 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The X-Fire was like 30.
And how long does that last you?
The battery or the pod?
Both.
The battery will last about a day. The pod lasts probably 3 or 4. I only have to buy a pack of pods every other week.
We got
I'm-
Sandy
I'm,
with us.
I'm spending
Sandy.
$15 every other week instead of spending like $20 a week on cigarettes.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper than cigarettes. Let's be honest.
And it tastes better. The taste is consistent.
Mm-hmm.
It's really like we were talking before. It's really annoying that responsible, like it's like gun control. Gun control laws don't hurt anybody but responsible gun owners, and these, vape laws don't affect anybody but responsible vape users.
All right, let's talk about gun
Right.
control for a little bit here.
That's the thing is there's not really. It is kind of the same thing, but there's laws against responsible vape users, which is weird. And there's not laws against responsible gun owners. I mean, there kind of is, but not really.
Well, here's my thing.
Like, it's totally legal for you to have a gun, right? Like,
Yeah,
They make it hard for you to have a gun. Though.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying
Well, sort of.
if you are going to shoot up a school,
Right. Naturally.
because that's a thing to do. Today,
as one
I guess.
ought to do. Yeah,
Gets fired immediately from next.
But no, see, if you're a criminal and you want a gun,
Yeah.
you're probably going to obtain it illegally no matter what.
hang on, you're not on the camera.
You could.
So
Get on the camera there.
Yeah,
get
yeah.
on the camera. All right. Smile for the camera. Sandy, you're not on the camera. Come here. Get on the camera. Come on, Sandy. Sandy, how do you? Oh, there. Yep. Show me your
Smells
ass.
the dicks immediately.
No, but if you're a criminal
I'll adjust the camera.
and you want a gun, you're not gonna. You're probably not
gonna
gonna
get one responsible.
You're not gonna get one legally either way. So to say you have to go through all these processes to obtain a pistol permit or to even just get a gun or ammunition, it's obscure to me because
Yeah,
if you're gonna go commit a crime, rob a bank, whatever,
You're
and
getting it one way or another.
you're gonna
is the
get
bottom
it.
line.
That's like the same thing like saying, well, cocaine's illegal. Well, you're still gonna get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Same way marijuana was illegal for so long, and it still is here, but
Yeah.
you're gonna get it fucking easily. Like, it's not really a it's as easy as calling
so people
somebody.
that go nuts about like, oh, you know, we should make this illegal about guns, or we should make ARs illegal.
Right.
It doesn't. You're gonna get worse weapons than that illegally still.
My favorite thing is when like I'll see news articles like either on like, I don't know, you have an Android, right? So when you open up your web browser on your phone, is your default page like Google News or Yahoo News or whatever? Because that's what it is for me, and I can't figure out. It's like a bunch of news sites together.
I just switched to Firefox, so like it's just the Firefox like homepage,
Okay,
where it gives you like your most recent sites and things like that.
Because mine, I use Opera, and for Opera it has like Google News, Yahoo News, Fox, CNN. It's like all the major news outlets are on my homepage.
Yeah, you can put like a widget on them.
Yeah,
and stuff
it's
like
got to
that.
be. I got to change that. But I think it's funny when you see like news articles that are like,
where do they pull that from though? They just pull like the highest viewed.
It's got to be the
news
most
sources
viewed
or
ones.
paid for, probably sponsored views.
Yeah, like they pay Opera to put like them on the homepage. But it blows my mind when I see like news articles that are like, you know, like burglary. The headline will be something like this, right? It'll be like burglary gone wrong, as if they could go right.
Should be.
And then I click it. I click it. I click it, and I'm like, what happened? And it's like, you know, Puxatawny, Pennsylvania, or fucking whatever. Three burglars broke into this World War II veteran's house and were shot and killed. Are guns to blame? No. They shouldn't have broke into his fucking house.
Right.
Remember that it was a big...
It's like if everyone was using like a kitchen knife for all of these things, it's like is a kitchen knife to blame?
Yeah,
do we ban kitchen
Chicago
knives?
cutlery?
Yeah, you have to sign your name when you purchase a kitchen knife.
Dude,
Right.
they
Like
do
if
that in
everyone's
fucking
using
England.
blow darts, if they're using blow darts,
Fucking blow darts. You gotta be Marshall skilled. That happens in England. Did you know that? You can't buy silverware in England unless you're 18.
I agree.
yeah, he agrees that in England you have to.
Oh, okay.
So you should.
That you should
At least be 18.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's really funny when you see news articles that are like, there was a big one last year, the year before, like a bunch of fucking high school kids broke into this dude's house and they had guns.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude had a fucking shotgun and shot 3 of them and killed one of them. And they're like, we got to charge him with murder. It's like he was in his house.
Yeah.
And these kids with guns broke into his house.
At least he didn't have silverware.
Yeah. They were going to steal his silverware. You know?
Yeah.
That's the thing with guns that blows my mind. And like in New York, the stand your ground law is different than other places. If your house has more than one exit and you can get to that exit reasonably, you're not allowed to assault intruders in your home.
Yes. Well, people abuse that too, though.
Yeah. Like,
the thing is, the bottom line is it's mechanically designed to kill a human being, basically. Like, that's what it was designed for.
It's designed to kill anything.
Yeah. But, I mean...
It's really good at killing people.
It was probably primarily designed for war. And that's not what everybody uses it for.
No.
So, I mean, I get hunting as a sport. Like, you should be allowed to do it.
And hunting as a mean of curbing the population.
Right. I think bolt action rifles is fine, probably. I mean, with hunting, it's not like you need a fucking MP5, you know?
But you
like,
can't buy an MP5. You can't go out and buy an MP5.
Yeah, but you can acquire it.
Yeah, illegally, though. Like, you know?
An AR-15 or something, so you don't need any of that for hunting. It's like those should
But
probably be what's
AR
illegal.
AR-15s are super popular because they're so variable. You know,
there's a variable fire rate for sure.
Well, no, the AR-15s are only semi-auto.
Are they? They don't go fully automatic?
No.
Can you modify them though?
Yeah,
I'm sure you could.
But you can modify anything if you wanted to. You know, you can go out and buy a 12-gauge shotgun and cut the barrel.
Saw it off.
Yeah, cut the barrel in half and have it be able to kill a
Go
building.
fucking Terminator on their ass.
Yeah, or you could also, buy a bottle of Hennessy and, put some paint thinner and a rag in it and throw it and burn down a building too.
Or put some bleach and what?
What did I? Oh yeah, I almost died today.
Jake, it was almost just me and Seth
You put
today. It was
bleaches.
just, Jake almost lost his spot on the podcast.
I almost died of carbon monoxide poisoning today.
He still might. He might die in his sleep tonight.
It happens.
So rest in peace, Jake.
Yeah, I was cleaning my bathroom and I accidentally mixed together bleach and ammonia.
Like
I
an
thought I
idiot.
grabbed a different chemical.
I just hate
He's got many
using-
chemicals in his house.
Yeah, I have.
Dude.
Well, we have this big bucket of like
It's a
cleaning.
big bucket of chemicals.
I
It
got, a
has
big,
the skull and crossbones
I
on it.
got a big bucket of.
Dude,
I got a big bucket of cleaning supplies, and I accidentally mixed a bunch of chemicals, or 2 chemicals that shouldn't ever be mixed.
God
and that's-
forbid a fire ever starts in that house.
Dude, it's just
Chemical warfare right there.
dude, even using bleach in general, like, it's so hard to do. Like, because even at the movie theater with a somewhat, like, at a house bathroom, it probably sucks wicked bad, too. But, like, even at the movie theater with a decent-sized bathroom, like a medium-sized public restroom, throwing bleach all over the place, it's like you have to, like, come out of the room and breathe for a couple minutes.
And you
it's
might
like
stain your
can't-
clothes. You can't get that on you.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
let's
the
talk.
big concern. I'm not worried about like my lungs or my eyes burning. I'm worried about like white spots on my shirt.
Right. Because you can't replace that shirt. But
Right? Yeah, you can
you can replace your
eyes.
lungs.
Yeah.
Or your eyes.
Yeah, nowadays you can. There's dudes like with fucking robot legs and shit, which is so crazy because they can just move them with their brain. Like that has to be so weird.
Because you gotta think, when you lose your legs, you lose your
What the
hands.
fuck are we talking about?
Like,
I thought we were talking about gun control.
yeah, but we're talking about prosthetic
Oh, we got
legs. now.
prosthetic legs and arms. You gotta think, when you lose your arms, legs, no matter what the cause was, the fact that they can give you prosthetic arms or legs and connect your nerves or whatever
That's
to
so
them,
weird.
where you can learn to move them again.
Yeah. That is fucking weird. I thought about that the other day when, like, it's like if you had a fucking fake hand, like a Luke Skywalker hand,
Right.
and you were just thinking about the ways to move it. And it
Well,
was just
think
doing it.
about right now. You're not really thinking about moving your
No,
hand,
but you're just doing it.
You can move it.
But it'd be so weird for that to be just a fucking made of metal, and
Right.
just be doing
And still be doing the same actions
Yeah.
with it.
It's so weird that your brain can connect to that. That's fucking incredible technology.
Right.
That's some real crazy shit.
Well, I mean, it's just crazy in general to think that,
You can replace lost limbs.
right, lizard people
Right.
Do you
just
think
regenerate.
it'd be sweet if you could replace your arm with an AR-15?
In some
Mm.
countries, maybe.
Wait, what are we talking about? Like a grindhouse movie?
Yeah. Is that what the movie was? Planet Terror, right? Where
What
the
was-
chick,
it was the one
her
with the
leg,
leg,
her leg
yeah.
was an M16 with a
Yeah.
grenade
Her
launcher.
leg.
That's so stupid.
Not
So
her arm. She had
fucking
both her
dumb.
arms.
She had both of her arms and one leg, and then one leg was an M4
Yeah.
with like a grenade
Okay.
launcher.
And she would just like fucking. It's so
She would, like-
goddamn stupid.
She was like a stripper.
So she had
wasn't
good balance, right? She could just balance on the one leg.
of
and
course, she was a stripper. Like the nature of that movie.
She stripped at the Wusa, of course.
Yeah.
Marmy.
Marmy. Novali.
It's just like you get to this point where you think like maybe people are just going to be cutting off their limbs to get better limbs in the future. Like,
Where you
Wasn't
just get like
that-
more
that was the plot
responsive.
of-
You
shit.
just go in for a surgery. You're like, I want my right arm removed so I can have a better arm.
Yeah, like upgrade this arm, will you?
Like, I mean, you think, say
I
you
don't-
have arthritis in this arm, it fucking kills you. Take it off, put a robotic arm on.
You ain't getting arthritis in that thing.
No.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, we already cut off people's dicks and put fake vaginas in. I mean, why not cut off people's
Kendall
arms?
Jenner? Is that
No,
Ken-
no, it's fucking
Kendall.
Bruce.
Is there a
I'm
Kendall
pretty sure
Jenner?
he's still. Yeah, there's a. Kendall
How many
Jenner.
Jenners are there? There's a bunch of them, right?
Yeah, there's Kendall, Kylie, Bruce,
Gender? Or
Jenner.
Jenner? Gender.
Jenner, Kendall
Jenner.
Jenner, Kylie
Kendall-
Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner,
Right.
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner changed his
They're all the same
gender.
family.
What's
right?
the mom's name?
Jenner.
Amy Jenner,
Mom-
Gender
Mom
Jenner?
Barb Jenner.
Barbara Streisand?
What the fuck is her
No.
name? Who's the older Jenner? Wait,
I don't think
It
I
was
care.
well, it's Bruce Jenner. It's
what, yeah,
it's-
what was his name?
Is that the mom now?
Or the wife? No.
She's
Caitlyn
he's
Jenner now.
she's the mom.
Yeah, who was Bruce
Yeah.
married to?
She won Woman of the Year,
Amy
right?
Jenner. No.
Amy.
What the fuck was her name?
Bruce.
Macy?
Oh, it's weird.
Look it up.
She's not in the news.
Ricky Jenner.
Because she didn't change
Bobby
to
Jenner.
it, dude. How weird would that be if
we
you
had-
had like a fucking, if you were married and you just decided with your significant other to just switch? You're like, you know what? I'll be the girl.
You know what? Why don't we role play here?
Yeah.
But for real.
But we'll go hard.
Like,
We'll go hard.
What
We'll-
is?
we'll
look
commit
up,
to
look
it.
Up, look that shit up. Look up the Jenner family. What the fuck's the mom's name?
Jenner family tree.
Mother Jenner. Who is Mother Jenner?
Mother Jenner. That's probably what it is. They just call her Mother Jenner.
Rhonda? No. The fuck's her name?
Rhonda.
Becky? No.
Are you just naming WWE superstars now?
Maria
Ronda
Jenner.
Rousey,
Paige
Becky
Jenner?
Lynch.
Chris Jenner.
Kris Jenner.
With a K-R-I-S.
Okay, that's right.
It should be CHRIS, and then she could switch over.
Second in line is Caitlyn. I'm not even kidding. We got Caitlyn / AKA used to be Bruce.
Yeah, AKA
Used to be on the Kicks cereal box.
It's so weird, dude.
Speaking of WWE, are you gonna see that movie with Paige? Not the porn.
Oh,
movie,
the
the actual movie.
it looks pretty good.
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
Straight to DVD.
No, it's actually gonna be released, or is it on the network?
I don't know.
I'm
I
pretty
saw
sure
the
it's coming to
trailer.
theaters. The trailer I saw, it looks pretty funny, honestly. It's about how Paige was like, you know, an alt emo girl.
She like met The Rock or some shit,
She met The Rock and wanted to become a WWE superstar.
Who does that?
and The Rock's in the movie.
Yeah, as The Rock, which is hilarious.
I mean, I think The Rock would make you want to be anything that you want to be.
Maybe that's what happened to Bruce.
Yeah, he's like, I met The Rock.
He met The Rock. He's like, you know what? I want to be a woman so I can marry this guy.
Like, I
'Cause
figured
he-
this thing out. Like, that's where he figured it out. The
I mean,
light
come
bulb
on.
went
The
off.
Rock is the ultimate alpha male. Like,
He is.
if you thought you can't
It
think
doesn't matter what your name is.
who in the blue hell are you? No, realistically, Dwayne Johnson
Yeah.
is the ultimate alpha male on this planet. You can't
Yeah.
think of anyone more manly than The Rock.
I love how he has like a day a week where he just eats like a stack of pancakes.
Stack. And he's still stacked.
he doesn't
Like, he's
care.
still, yeah.
He knows how to do it. And also he's
Samoan.
basically-
I mean, come on.
He doesn't have a care in the world at this point either, really. Like, he's fucking set for life anyway. So, like, he's just doing things because he wants to do them.
Right.
And that's the fucking dream.
Oh, that's the
Like, being in
anyone.
a spot where you can just do whatever you want. And especially if it's something like that where you're still making money. Like, he wants to be a movie star and, like, do
See,
that kind of shit.
No one else could come back from a movie like The Tooth Fairy, like Dwayne Johnson.
That's not even his worst movie, dude.
That's one of his best movies.
But,
No, it actually is. You know what his worst movie is?
What would you say his worst movie?
Doom.
Doom. Yeah, you know what? I've started to watch that movie.
Have you finished it?
Never.
Well, it all started with the Scorpion King, right?
Well, yeah, the CGI to that was terrible.
Yeah.
When he became the Scorpion King.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which leads me to talk about
The Scorpion.
Aladdin.
Oh!
The new Aladdin. I mean,
Dude, I love Aladdin so much that, like, I have to see it. Because Aladdin was definitely my favorite Disney movie.
but I watched the preview to it. We got Will Smith, who I'm a big fan of Will Smith, and he's a very
I think he can pull it off.
he's
but-
a very charismatic guy.
Right.
But in the preview where he's like Genie, Aladdin,
3 wishes.
ring the bell. I don't know what he said.
Yeah.
Ring the. And,
That doesn't ring a bell? Is that what he says?
yeah, but he said it in a weird way.
That's like a...
He gave his own little twist to it.
I don't like that they do that because they're, like, already saying that we've made this movie already. They're, like, saying
Right.
that in the script, which
But
is weird.
the way that they portrayed him as the genie, the blue genie,
Yeah.
they used CGI, and it looked like especially for something like a big company like Disney.
Yeah.
It looked very cheaply made, and they actually
Yeah.
they
It was
compared
like Dragon Ball Evolution.
They
It looked
compared-
like-
they compared it to the Scorpion King. Is why I brought it up, because it looks like the same CGI from 2003 or whatever the movie, whenever it was made.
Right.
You know, like it wasn't very
Yeah, I guess.
Avatar. Like it looked terrible.
I don't know what they're shooting for there. It's hard when it's not Robin Williams in the first place. 'cause
Well, even-
That's why I'm not
cheap.
going
Right.
to go see it.
But okay,
because-
even Jafar, they showed a short
Dude,
clip of
Jafar's
Jafar,
voice is so hilarious.
and Jafar's voice was Bring me the lamp, Aladdin.
Bring me the lamp.
Bring me the lamp.
He's like his voice
You're-
is like my
you're-
fake evil villain
Right, it's
voice.
like someone trying out for the role of Jafar, but in the movie, it's like bring me the lamp, and then something.
It's
will
like they
start,
just recorded the table
bring me the
reads.
lamp. Like it's
They shouldn't have done any audio. They should have just done like one of those.
They should just
30s
take the audio from the original movie and just overlay it with.
well, they
with
really
acting.
they might want to rethink that one.
That would be fucking crazy.
The parrot,
As long as the soundtrack is the same, we're good.
yeah,
Because the soundtrack was fucking amazingly written.
Is
Right.
Aladdin really your favorite Disney movie?
For sure it is. Are you kidding me?
okay,
Abu?
okay, right.
Abu is the shit.
What was the guy's name? He was the Affleck guy.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Gilbert Godfrey was the parrot in the original Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he made a bunch of jokes about 9/11, and now he's not allowed to do anything.
No, he's
in
not.
Hollywood.
He's no one. But that's I haven't seen
Speaking of 9/11, I got something to talk about too.
I haven't seen anything on the parrot of the new Aladdin movie. So I'm interested to see if the parrot even talks.
If it's Gilbert
It
Gottfried,
needs to.
But you can't have
It could be. I mean, you could do it, dude. Just get Gilbert. Fuck it.
But
Who gives
now
a shit?
talking about 9/11, we got
Well, I wanted to talk about Disney
investigate
a little more.
311.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Disney a little more. Then
Well, let's keep talking
then
about
We'll
go
get a
to
little
9/11.
darker. We'll get a little.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite Disney movie would honestly be the Goofy movie, or a Goofy movie. It's called. But
I've never seen that one.
Really?
I don't know. I love it.
With Max Goof?
With Max.
Because I'm
Goof
thinking,
and
I'm sitting
Goofy
here
Goof.
thinking the classics. You
Yeah,
know what
like
I mean?
good
Like-
ones.
like Lion King,
Ones that have their
Aladdin,
own
Mulan.
rides.
The
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
The fir-
That's the qualification.
okay, I guess. All right.
Like
The-
Beauty and the Beast.
The first movie I've
Mulan.
ever seen in my life was The Lion King.
Naturally.
Right,
naturally.
that's shit. I mean, that's up there. on
You know,
everybody's-
my middle name is Simba, so
It's too. It's so weird.
yeah, right. You know, Vincent Simba. But, Rafiki would be a better middle name, but
Vincent Rafiki.
Vincent-
Bag of donuts.
Vincenzo Rafiki.
I'll tell you one thing. Rafiki knew his shit, though. You know,
He,
that
he
dude-
at least
Who did
acted
the
like he
voice
did.
for Rafiki.
James Earl Jones.
Was it really?
I don't know.
Look that up.
it almost seems like it could be.
It might be James Earl
I haven't
Jones.
seen it in long enough to think that it probably was.
I really. That was a good guess. If it is,
It's definitely a low voice. It's a bass.
Definitely a black guy.
I feel like it's a black guy.
right? It has.
It's definitely a bass voice.
All right, let's see here. Simba was Matthew Broderick, which was
Mm.
He
The
killed
one
a couple
from-
people.
he killed
the one,
someone.
the one that killed people.
What band was he in? Megadeth? No, that's Chris Broderick, right?
Sandy's upset.
Sandy's pissed.
She hates Matthew Broderick.
She does not like any of the Brodericks.
All right, The Lion King 1994 Rafiki.
Type in the Lion King Rafiki.
Yeah, just type in Rafiki
Problem
voice
solved.
actor.
It's an easy search.
RAFIKI.
This is not young Jamie. This is not young Jamie material.
No, this is like Red Band.
You could have pulled it up on there.
You know what's hilarious?
Robert
Downey Jr.
Guillaume.
Okay, it's
Okay,
not.
it
So
is-
it wasn't
it is a black guy.
James Earl Jones.
Right. I mean,
Whoopi
close enough.
Goldberg was in it. She played Shenzi.
One of the hyenas.
Whoopi.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, so
James Earl Jones played Mufasa. So I was
That's
close.
right. Okay.
you were
yeah,
basically
yeah.
right.
I remember the name from the movie. Yeah.
Mufasa
give me a
was
little credit.
fucking badass too.
Is Toy Story Disney?
Yes.
Toy Story is
Pixar Disney.
Monsters Inc. is
Or-
Disney?
Yeah.
It's Pixar Disney.
That kind
right?
of changes
Or is
everything.
it just Pixar?
Are we just
No,
gonna
it's
do
Pixar
Monsters,
Disney.
Monsters Inc. is great.
for the 2D animated Disney movies? My favorite is The Little Mermaid.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually watched The Little Mermaid, from
Mermaid's
start
my
to
favorite.
finish.
Because Ariel is the best Disney princess.
Right.
But if we're talking 3D Disney movies, it's gotta be Monsters Inc. I just watched it last night.
Honestly, I think if I was going to say my
nights.
favorite...
I like
Two
Monsters.
nights.
I have Monsters Inc. So that's good.
Whatever happened to Lilo and Stitch?
That was a thing for a couple of months.
It's a cover-up. We don't talk about that anymore. You
So
know?
what's your favorite 3D one?
My favorite 3D?
Oh wait,
Toy
what's your
Story-
favorite 2D one?
It has to be
2D.
Toy Story.
2D would be
Angels in
A
the
Goofy
Outfield was
movie.
Disney.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that. Okay.
My favorite
Angels-
3D
I'm pretty
would be
sure
Toy
Angels-
Story.
What about Inside Out? Is that Disney
Inside Out. I don't know.
or is that DreamWorks?
What is Inside Out? I don't remember that.
Wait, Shrek is Disney, isn't he?
No.
No, that was
Universal, DreamWorks.
It was DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Okay, well, Shrek's better than all of them.
All right.
What was Space Jam? Space
That
Jam
was
was
Universal
Universal.
because that was the Looney Tunes. Space Jam 2 is going to start filming this year, by the way. Did you know that?
Who's going to be the actual...
LeBron James.
See, he doesn't...
And apparently the rumor is that Michael Jordan is going to be in, but he's going to be the
I hope
bad
they
guy.
have Newman.
I hope so.
I hope Newman's in it, dude.
Newman.
Can you imagine having Michael
Get shoved in the
Jordan
locker.
as the bad guy? Now, this is just a random thing I saw on 4chan.
See, I
so
see
it's definitely
LeBron
not true.
James as a bad guy.
No, because you can't have. You almost have to bring back Danny DeVito for the dude. The dude.
Or
on,
have Kobe
on
be the
Moron Mountain.
Moron.
Have Kobe be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Who is LeBron's biggest rival? Steph Curry? Kevin Durant? Have Kevin Durant be a giant snake?
That movie was so goddamn good.
Space Jam?
Wasn't it wicked fucking good?
No,
Yes, it
Space
was.
Jam is awful.
It was
Are
amazing.
you fucking serious?
Dude, it's so... Watch it today.
Watch it today. I
him
watched
get
it
sucked-
yesterday.
Watch him get sucked down the hole on fucking hole.
Bill
7 or
fucking
whatever
Murray
it
was in that movie. Excellent.
It's so realistic.
He took the camera away from that guy. He's like, what's this camera? It's not a regular
Yeah.
He fucking smashed it.
That was one of the first. I feel like that was one of the first times they had like
Listen,
cartoons superimposed over like
Bill Murray's the
live action.
reason why they won.
Who Framed Roger
That was the
Rabbit.
first one.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah.
That's better than
Well,
Space Jam.
Honestly, when I was a kid, I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit. When they melted the shoes,
I bet you that scared the shit out of you.
I cried
Yeah.
because I'm like, I like those shoes. They're squeaky and they're funny. I like them. They're my friend. And then they fucking melted them. And I'm like, you assholes. As a 5-year-old
You guys
child.
it's got to be because you're a little older than I am. Because I always thought Space Jam was fucking stupid. I could not
No.
stand Space Jam, dude.
I
Maybe I gotta watch
still
it,
want
'cause
to
Plus
see
they're,
it.
I haven't seen it in a long
Plus
time.
the soundtrack was so good.
I haven't.
and, like,
I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. You know what? I'll watch it, but for the next
Do you
episode,
Seth.
I'll watch it between now and the next episode.
You
and
have
give
to.
you.
Let's speak
Yeah.
man to man here and not include the baby of the room. but
right.
Space Jam. Let's talk about the McDonald's toys for Space Jam. They had those little wheelie like things that you could connect together. I don't know if you remember them.
McDonald's toys.
McDonald's toys for the Space Jam movie when it came out. They're like on little wheels and they're almost puzzle pieces. So you had like Bugs Bunny, Lola Bunny, Daffy Duck, and they're on their own little square and they had little wheels on them and you could actually connect them together.
That's impressive.
Like I'll bring it up.
Well, so that's a good move because then they want you to get all of them. Then you got to collect them all.
Right. So
It
you're
seems like they
always-
don't do that anymore. They don't do that.
No, because
collecting
they, America's fat, so
Yeah.
we don't want to like. Right.
all. Yeah. Yeah, fucking.
Okay, let's admit McDonald's toys in the '90s were way fucking
Yeah.
better than anything
The last,
now.
actually, when Pokemon Sun came out, they brought back Pokemon, so that was the only time it was good.
Okay, Burger King.
Yeah, I
Burger
was
King
gonna say-
Pokemon toys.
Do they even give out toys anymore, Burger King, or no?
I don't know.
They
Because
give
I'm
out apple
pretty sure the
slices.
only way you can get a toy is like a Happy Meal.
So here's some of the Space Jam McDonald's toys. I don't know if you remember them, but I remember
Yeah, I
bugging.
bet there was one that you would never collect.
Right, but I remember bugging the shit out of my parents to get them.
Oh shit! Yeah, I had at least 2 of those.
Right, at least.
They were you could like link them together and.
There
shit,
was
but-
also a point where McDonald's had Disney toys out, or they had them. They came in like tiny. They look like VHS boxes, and then you open it up, and it was the actual toy.
Oh yeah.
So it would be like Beauty and the Beast, like the classics, Pocahontas, Lion King.
Yeah.
And you'd open it up, and it'd be like that plasticky VHS box.
like the
but then it'd be the
weird-
toy inside instead.
Yeah.
You guys are so much fucking older than I am.
And
It's
okay,
disgusting.
Seth, I don't know if you remember this, but
Yes.
do you remember opening up a VHS tape and smelling the VHS
yes,
tape?
I,
gotta
yeah,
smell it.
I remember.
And you had that was a specific VHS smell
Yeah.
too, like the
You know what I miss?
The grime.
When
of
you would
the-
get new
The
video
grime.
when you get new video games and you would smell the video game manual. The fresh paper.
there's just something different about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Video game manuals?
I never
never
sniffed a
smelled them,
video
no.
game manual. No,
Why would you smell it?
Why would you smell a VHS tape? You
Because they
freaking
smell better.
because I was fucking 5, and I'm like, look at when you separate the VHS, there's that little like space in between the box and the vinyl or whatever.
Vinyl.
The
Vinyl. The vinyl.
The
It is in
vinyl.
there.
The
It's pretty
vinyl.
close to the vinyl.
The
yeah.
irie.
Vinyl. But yeah,
Those are such weird cases.
all right.
It's so fucking
They're
weird.
really-
Imagine if CD cases were made out of that.
They're very inconvenient. Think how boxy a VHS was.
Yeah. Well, it almost seems like it'd be safer for a CD though. Like a CD is on like just a piece of fucking plastic and shit.
Yeah.
Like seems like it
VHS
would get
is very
scratched.
hardy. Like you drop a VHS and it'd still be good.
You can drop a
Yeah.
CD just as fine.
Yeah, but if you scratch it, you're fucked.
You gotta
A
get a
VHS,
Blu-ray,
you're good. You scratch outside, I don't give a fuck. You'd write on the outside.
Yeah,
of it.
but that's because it
It's
has
still
a
gonna
shell.
play.
You know. If you
That's what I'm
cut-
saying.
Okay, yeah.
CDs don't have a shell.
No, they don't. They do not have a shell. You know who does have a shell?
Turtles.
The green M&M.
The green
Also,
M&M.
I never understood why anyone was playing with CDs so much to scratch them though. Like the most you have to do is take it out of the case and put it in its destination, which is probably less than a foot
Well,
away.
people thought scratch a CD and then took it too literal. Like, oh, let's scratch a CD today.
What?
You never heard that term?
Scratch
Scratch a CD.
like a DJ thing.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
Oh, those are vinyls.
Those are
those are
vinyls.
let's scratch a vinyl.
It doesn't sound. It doesn't come off. It doesn't come off the tongue as
Yeah,
well.
Jesus. No, no. You were talking about the Burger
Space
King
Jam.
toys and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I was talking about it before, but they had one of those. There was a Sonic the Hedgehog game that came out, and Burger King had Sonic the Hedgehog little tiger electronic toys.
Of course it did.
Do you remember that?
The little were they little games?
The little games, they were like this big, and they had like a Sonic one, they had a Knuckles one, and they had a Tails one, and a Shadow the Hedgehog one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little electronic
Burger King
game.
was always better, I think, at the toys, but like they would put out really good ones, but McDonald's
Right.
was like more consistent.
McDonald's was the collectible toys.
Right.
They had the big case.
Well, Burger
But-
King had the gold-plated Pokemon.
I was just gonna
cards.
mention that.
that's
yes.
true. That's true.
So
And they also had
They knew how to get you.
right,
which one?
It's like, Mom, give me. I have the Pikachu.
I needed
on
all
it.
of them. I
need
had the
Pikachu.
Mewtwo.
One
and
of
I
the
had
two
the
had
Jigglypuff.
collectible
Charizard.
glasses, didn't they?
Yeah, they
Because
might
we
have.
had a bunch of glasses.
It's weird to think that they would just
okay.
give those things out. though.
McDonald's.
It was Shrek. There.
Yeah.
It was,
Yes.
When one of the Shrek games.
And they have cancerous causing products
That's what it was. Yeah, the paint. They were dishwasher
paint.
safe because the paint they used on the glass was like fucking laced with
We
lead.
literally still have one in our
Yeah.
cupboard that's in use.
It has
and
like
I don't
Fiona
touch
and
it,
Shrek.
but my parents do, and I don't
I
get
was
why.
gonna say that's what happened to all of ours. Was
Yeah, like they're like, well, it's caused. It
it has
yeah.
lead or something in it. Yeah,
But yeah,
arsenic.
now let's go back to the '90s again.
Yeah,
I still remember the McDonald's when Hercules came out.
This is the '90s episode.
That's
Disney
the great-
Hercules
that's-
movie,
Hercules, yeah,
and they had
I just
that
inhaled
was a
my
speaking burp. Yeah,
own burp. That hurt.
I still remember as a kid going when Hercules came out and they had the Hercules toys,
mm-hmm.
getting a chocolate milkshake, and it came in the blue Hercules cup that was like advertised on the actual movie, where it was either pain or
They advertised
Panic.
it before. Remember that shit? That
remember
used to
Pain or
be a
Panic
thing.
got in trouble by Hades,
Yeah,
and he's sipping out of the blue cup with the Hercules on the cup.
and they gave that out.
And they gave that out, and they put a milkshake in it, and I thought it was the best thing ever.
That's cool.
But they don't do that shit anymore.
See, VHSs used to have like ads before, like they used to play VHS trailers,
Right.
so you could like see what movies are coming out. Like at the beginning of the fucking movie, they don't do that with fucking DVDs. It's just
No.
play movie and it plays the movie.
Yeah.
Or you get the option. You can see
Well,
the previews.
that's
are
part of the
going.
reason why VHSs were so much cheaper, even when DVDs were coming out.
It basically had ads,
Yeah.
which I mean, I found a lot about fucking movies
The
that
cool
I would
thing-
You
probably
can fast
never
forward
watch.
through them, but you still had to kind of
Right.
see them.
Yeah. Like I probably watched some movies that I had seen through VHS trailers.
You know what I miss with VHSs? The Disney Vault clips.
Yeah.
You remember that? Do they still do the Disney Vault?
Yeah, do they release like DVDs?
Yeah, because I was talking to my parents about that one time, about the Disney Vault. Apparently, before media became widely available, like in the mid 2000s, Disney would only sell their movies for they would sell a certain movie for like a month or two every other year or something.
Right.
So like if you didn't already own The Lion King on VHS, you weren't able to buy it for another year or so.
Yeah.
And that's how they got so much of their money, because so many people liked those movies and so many kids liked those movies. They were like, if you want to own The Lion King, you got to buy it now ASAP.
Yeah.
And then Disney had all the fancy, they had the fancy fucking cases too. The fucking like the clamshell cases with the VHSs.
Yeah.
They weren't sleeves. They were like thick plastic kind of. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. They always would color them too.
Yeah. Nickelodeon had orange ones.
Nickelodeon definitely had orange ones because I remember the Rugrats.
Yeah,
movie.
I was just going to say all the Rugrats movies were giant orange boxes.
Yeah. The Rugrats movie was great too.
Oh,
that's a show that like was really, really good and kind of just
for
disappeared.
a long time. Like
Yeah.
that show was on for like 9 years.
It kind of got overshadowed by SpongeBob, kind of.
Oh, everything did. I was actually just watching a video about how crazy SpongeBob is.
Yeah.
SpongeBob, like, okay.
It honestly blew up so fast too, and like everyone knew what it was. Like fucking, even the
Everybody
parents
knows
were
what
watching
SpongeBob
it and
is.
enjoying it.
You know Gamers, right? That YouTube channel. So I gotta send you this YouTube channel called
I've been watching a lot of that actually.
Gamers.
Yeah,
Dude, he's fantastic.
it's really good. His
And his voice is
narration's really
perfect,
good.
yeah.
It is. And they're all like they get
concise.
crowdfunded completely too.
Yeah. What's your favorite episode so far?
I liked the one about SOCOM. That was pretty
That
good.
one was great.
And then there was one about a game that got canceled.
6 Days in Fallujah.
Yes.
Yep, that one was fantastic too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a YouTube channel called Emperor Lemon that does like statistics and stuff about different TV shows and movies. And he talks about why SpongeBob is the most successful show, not even cartoon, it's the most successful show ever made.
Yeah.
Viacom is a multimedia conglomerate that owns Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And
Viacom is massive.
yeah.
And
SpongeBob,
they're one of those brands that like is behind the scenes, but huge, like giant.
they own Ubisoft.
Yeah, yeah, they're fucking
I
giant.
think, or they own the company.
It's
that
even
owns
like
Ubisoft.
like Time Warner is just
Yeah.
behind a lot of shit, and like you don't really recognize it.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I mean they
like-
have they have their own brands, but they're behind the scenes.
We're
and
talking
huge.
about how immensely crazy SpongeBob is.
Well, SpongeBob has been going on since what 1999, I think.
yeah,
So I mean, you gotta figure 20 years.
but
That's
I
a
was
good question.
getting,
When did that debut?
I think it was
98, 99, something around there. But what I was
99,
getting at is
2000.
that SpongeBob, the net worth that Nickelodeon has made from SpongeBob, is worth more than double of
It's off
every
the
other
charts.
every other show they've ever made.
Yeah.
SpongeBob alone is worth more than anything that Cartoon Network has ever come up with. It's worth billions and billions of dollars. And
I mean, I've
Right.
even bought SpongeBob seasons recently.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like within the last fucking 5
you think
years.
of some of the bigger Nickelodeon shows, say like Rugrats. It came out in the
That's
early
what
That's what we were just talking about.
we were
came out
talking
in
about the Rugrats movie.
came out in the early 90s, ended in the early 2000s. They tried to spin off All Grown Up,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It really didn't end well. You know, like say like some of the classic ones, like
That kind of was the downfall. All Grown Up was kind of.
yeah,
All grown up.
I think
big
they threw in the
hero.
towel there, and they were like, "Well, let's just do something, see if it works. And if
Right.
it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We're done anyway."
right. Then you think of like say Wild Thornberries.
Yeah,
It ended after the movie came out.
yeah.
Yes.
It had like a 5-year streak. I don't know. Rocket Power, same thing. They were
Rocket Power
good-
was great, but
It was
the thing
great.
was there was not many shows that like depicted the characters actually changing in age. Like there, like South Park's been on for 20 years basically,
22.
and it's fucking the characters are still in 4th grade. So it's
Right.
like it was
It's the
weird
same
to
with
see.
SpongeBob. There's no aging. There's no.
Yeah, but they're under the water, and he's a sponge. So does
don't really age.
does he get older?
But the
I mean, the
squirrel should be
starfish,
dead.
I guess,
Sandy
gets-
should be dead.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Patrick gets older, right? And Squidward probably should be dead too, theoretically.
The thing with SpongeBob
I
is
think
that
Squidward was dead to begin with.
I mean, he was dead on the inside for a long time.
it was a the thing that the guy
I relate
pointed.
to Squidward.
The thing that the guy pointed out with SpongeBob was that it was a show that kids could. They had two main characters, SpongeBob and Squidward. when you're a kid, you relate to SpongeBob, but when you get older, you relate to Squidward. And that's how it kept its base.
Well, there was
I
just
still
such,
relate to Patrick because
because you
right. It's
Yeah,
I mean that's a slower sort of thing, but but the thing was like their writers were so good that they knew how to target both audiences.
they knew how to target adults and
simultaneously.
kids
Yeah,
at the same time.
But here, with SpongeBob,
that's what you need with kids shows.
We're
For
talking
sure.
about favorite episodes now.
SpongeBob, the first 2-3 seasons were golden.
Yes, those are the ones I bought. I bought them because they were like they were like on sale on Xbox. I was like, I'm buying them, and they're still making money off of SpongeBob because of me.
Yeah, the other day,
It's all you, dude.
the other day I watched the episode with the Valentine's Day episode and the paper episode where SpongeBob has the paper
Drawing and all this shit comes to life.
No, this is the one where he had the piece of paper and he did all this shit with the paper. He made it do like origami. He flew around with it and shit. And Squidward was sitting there saying, you know, like, I don't want that paper back. You can have it. Blah blah blah. And then at the end of this the episode, Squidward traded his house, everything, including his shirt,
Yeah,
for this piece of paper. But he couldn't do it with SpongeBob.
Yeah, because it was SpongeBob. Doing
So the end of the, Patrick comes along, chewing gum, takes the paper from Squidward,
And spits his gum into it.
spits it in there, and throws it in the trash. Just a random trash can that was just, in the middle of the sea. And where, that's like golden.
They did that a lot though, where Squidward just couldn't do the same.
Dude,
shit.
my favorite episode will always be the idiot box.
one? Yeah.
Idiot
When
box.
where they buy that giant plasma screen TV and then throw the TV out.
And you know what? The best part of that to me was when Squidward was trying to like get his mind off of it. So he's watching TV and everything has to do with boxes, production of boxes, and then it goes to boxing. He's like, okay, I can watch this,
And
then
now
it's
back
just
to
two boxes.
championship boxing.
It's just two boxes going boom, 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 boom.
It was so dumb. Like that's what's crazy. Is
That
like,
show should have been on Adult Swim.
yeah, like that part is an Adult Swim part. It's weird. They just pretty much hit every audience they could.
But if you watch a recent episode, it's terrible.
It's definitely different.
At least
I
for
think
me,
the
it's terrible.
Magic Conch episode was where it started.
Oh
going
my
down.
god! Yeah,
that was like the peak. Like they started going down the hill at that point.
Well,
Yeah,
make a
'cause
wish,
that's
honey.
definitely an episode that people are divisive on. I
It
don't.
was
I don't
okay,
like
but
that
like I
episode.
knew
You don't
that
like
like
it?
that
But
was
a lot
where
of people. That's their favorite episode.
It's not my favorite, but I like it because like when they're, you can't fit in, and then he climbs up anyway and gets in. They shoot him across the fucking
The forest or whatever.
the forest sea, and then you got the classic fish there with his girlfriend or wife or whatever.
Make a wish.
Make a
honey.
wish, honey. It is.
that guy's in every episode. It seems like. Is that the my leg? My leg?
No, it's not the same one. It was a blue fish, I think.
They're all the same, right?
The brown fish with the brown pants.
The first episode
green.
was about all the anchovies coming into the fucking Krusty
Krusty
Krab,
Krab.
right?
Yeah.
And he had to get the hydrodynamic spatula with port and starboard attachments and turbo drive.
How you remember that? That's amazing.
That was the first episode. I think.
P-42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Or you forgot the pickles.
Yeah.
And then he reaches
Still
in,
no
grabs
pickles.
his tongue, and
How am I supposed to
he-
eat a pizza
he-
without my drink?
he even has his pickles from the last time.
Yeah,
Fucked
he hid the
him
pickles
over.
under his tongue the whole time.
He is so committed to that.
That was Bubble Bass.
He was
Fuck
so
Bubble
committed to
Bass,
that
dude.
that he went home and slept with those pickles in his mouth.
Right.
Comes back the next week or whatever it was later,
Well, he probably took the pickles out and put them on the nightstand or whatever.
and then put them back in, kind of like dentures. But
I
Still
love
like
the
some
episode
pickles.
with the Tattletale Strangler, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Where he I have a friend that I used to play Left 4 Dead with called the Tattletale Strangler, and he was definitely fucked up in the head because he would literally just quote that episode whenever we were online. And his ID, like his photo for Steam, was the Tattletale Strangler. His name was the Tattletale Strangler. And he didn't use a
It's like the
microphone.
Scranton Strangler.
It was like for a year we were playing video games together before he started using a microphone, and then when he did, all he would do was quote the episodes,
yeah.
and then eventually he started talking like a normal person. I'm pretty sure he died.
Is he better than? No, is the Scranton Strangler better than the Tattletale Strangler? Which one's better?
Scranton.
Because the Scranton Strangler never gets seen. You never see him. He's a mystery throughout the whole
Yeah, the
thing.
Tattletale Strangler turned himself in.
Yeah, that's true. The Scranton Strangler gets referred to all the time, but they never know who he is. Really, I don't think.
But the Tattletale Strangler, his dad even knows who he is because
Yeah.
his dad's afraid of him.
Yeah, man. The first, it was
That's
so weird
my
because
son.
Did they stop doing like double episodes, or did they? I think they only did it for a couple seasons, where it was like they were like 10 minutes long, and they would do 2 episodes per episode basically. Because the first one was the bubble stand, where they were blowing all the crazy bubbles and Squidward couldn't do it. That's another one. where Squidward couldn't figure it the fuck out.
How about Bubble Buddy?
Yeah, and then it was also the spatula one where he gets hired at the Krusty Krab.
Most of them were double episodes.
Band Geeks is a good one.
Yeah. Band Geeks was great.
Oh,
The Super Bowl disappointed the fuck out
I
of
still like
me.
the one with Pantera where they're fucking
Pre-hibernation
Sandy's,
week.
Yeah. Sandy's doing all the extreme shit, and SpongeBob's trying to keep
that's
up with it.
Pantera?
It's got Pantera.
Oh,
in
yeah.
it.
That's
To the-
amazing.
They go through the industrial
Park.
which is not a park.
It's got like all the Pantera squeals and shit.
And I think
That's right,
I think everyone's relatable episode that they could quote was the chocolate episode. I remember when they first invented chocolate.
I always hated
I
it.
always hated it.
Everybody talks about that one.
If you rub it on your skin, you'll live forever.
I wonder what
I'll take
their
one.
most viewed episode is.
It has to be the
Band-
chocolate episode.
No, I think it's Band Geeks, dude.
But you can't track it. There's no way because there's VHS tapes of it and shit. There's no way you could do
I
it.
think if you looked up like number one, like
is mayonnaise an instrument?
Yeah.
if you looked up everybody's favorite episode, if you
Person with the white, or what is it?
the person with the white sedan, you left the lights on. No, but I think if you looked up like what's everybody's favorite SpongeBob episode, number 1 is probably Band Geeks, and number 2 is probably the Magic Conch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what one I really like
Pretty
too?
Patties is wicked good.
Pretty
That was-
Patties.
Is that what you were just gonna say?
I was gonna say Pretty Patties and Pretty Patties was great. The guy comes, strolling in, crawling on his knees. It's like, what did he say? He said something about the atmosphere. He goes, "What is this place? Underwater?" Like,
The one where you're in Patrick's house and his parents are visiting
yes,
the entire time, and it's not actually his parents.
Marty.
He doesn't realize.
We don't have a son.
Wait, what was the other one? Marty and
Janet.
Janet. Marty, who are you people?
So
That's
good.
right. We don't have a son.
I just love when they're in Patrick's house and it's just under a rock, but like
The house
it's
is,
got
like,
rooms
gigantic.
and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like a mansion.
But whenever you see Patrick, he's like just sitting underneath
Just
the rock.
like flat under the rock.
Right. But that's the same with SpongeBob's pineapple. Sometimes it's just a small.
There was one where they drank the pineapple. Like they put a straw in it and like drank it and shrunk it
the
down.
anchovies did.
nematodes.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, the
nem-
nematodes.
The
That's what it
nematodes,
was.
yeah.
Oh,
Nematodes.
nematodes.
And he's about to move out with his parents. Or the one where he actually gets his driver's license, and
Yeah,
then Mrs.
the
Puff
boat-
tries
the
to
boating
burglarize and steal his boatmobile.
Is that when
SpongeBob.
she's in jail?
Why?
Why? No, that's not the one when she's in jail.
Why is Patrick here?
Oh, he likes chili.
He likes jail.
Yeah.
What was that one?
There's the one where he has to
Oh.
write the essay and he just writes the.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Like
But you know what? As a kid, you could relate to that because it was a nice
yeah.
summer day underwater. And he had to write that essay, but he's looking outside and Gary's having a ball.
Yeah.
Sandy and Squidward are
It's like you weren't gonna do that.
Fucking.
are fucking.
And some of these, and some of these, almost there, and done.
How about another classic, Muscle Bob Buff Pants.
Yeah, that one.
You could anchor
Is that
arms.
what the
That's
anchor
one of
arms?
the
Yeah.
anchor arms.
You can buy
They had
anchor
the
arms.
hairy ones.
You can have hairy,
I ripped.
or for the ladies, hairy.
Yeah, they
My
had the veiny
pants.
ones.
What about the
Rip
one
pants.
where fucking Weenie Hut General?
Weenie Hut?
Yeah, weenie.
I
Hut
eat a
General.
bowl of nails for breakfast without any milk.
Yeah.
What
That's the thing too, is that the other thing that guy was saying was that SpongeBob blew up because it's so relatable for people like in such a wide age group that the memes for SpongeBob actually made it more popular.
Right.
There was a timeline he showed of when memes started becoming huge on the internet, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
slowly but surely, SpongeBob started getting there too.
Yeah.
Ravioli, give me that formula. I mean, he's
Plankton's
clearly
trash, dude.
Plankton.
He could have
Fucking
easily
love
fucking
Plankton,
got that
dude.
shit. He could have easily gotten that formula. He's such a bitch.
Right. How about the last episode of SpongeBob? That That was a little out there. That was back in 2005.
Was it Lost?
It wasn't really Lost. Lost episode.
Is it like our episode? Our lost episode?
Yeah, were they
This
just
one?
drunk playing Mortal Kombat all the time?
It was, we had Patchy the Pirate.
Oh, with the robot?
No, remember he could fly or something because his pants, like... you'll have to watch it again. It's a Lost episode.
I don't know. I know the Flying Dutchman was the fucking shit.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
What are you doing right now?
Flying Dutchman. Flying
That is such a
Dutchman.
mess.
The Halloween episode.
I'm the Flying Dutchman.
That's not my costume. That's my brains. Oh. Ah! Fucking runs out screaming.
Jesus Christ.
Seamus,
All right, let's take a break.
let's take a short break.
Yeah, I think we're already an hour in, aren't we?
Yeah, we definitely are. My monitor shuts off after an hour, so.
Here's a word from our sponsors.
Here's a word from our sponsor. We don't have any sponsors right now.
Okay, well, have it.
ClearShotsPodcast.com is where you'll find links to everything we do. You can check us out on Twitter at ClearShotsPod. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out on Periscope for live videos. If you have anything you want to ask us, send us an email at clearshotspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.